Now we talked about the first Four Noble Truth, and now we are trying to talk about the second one, the origin of suffering. Okay, origin of suffering, or where the sufferings are coming from. So this is the most complicated issue, and of course the two last ones are also not easy, but then the second one is it is try to understand how our sufferings arise, okay, and then to understand exactly, and is this the source of all the suffering? That will take some time, and this time may be a little bit difficult, but I will try, okay, and you can ask some questions. So this session will go past 2 to past 3, past 3, it's okay. Now in Buddhism, we believe in this way, that whatever is existing or whatever is happening within us or around us, whatever is existing within us or around us, we say that these are existed due to certain factors, okay? Cause and condition, we say, cause and condition, certain cause and condition. Then nothing is arise without cause and condition. Nothing. There's no way anything can happen without any cause and condition. Therefore, Buddhism is a religion which has no God. No God is a godless, you see, because we just believe that if there's a cause and condition, it will arise. If there's no cause and condition, it will not arise. So there's no way we can believe that someone has created, okay? Someone has created, and the creator, where is coming from? Then we don't have to ask questions. That is not possible in Buddhism. Therefore, when we say suffering, then we don't say the suffering is created by someone. We say sufferings are something, a result coming to us because of our previous life or in this life, and then we are experiencing the result. Okay? So, but the cause and condition are already we have done, either in this life or in previous life. So that is how we believe. Therefore, law of karma says that if we do something good things, and then the result will be very good or happy. If we do something bad thing, and then the result will be bad. Okay, and law means the good karma cannot give any result which is suffering, and bad karma will give only suffering but not happiness. Okay, so because this is law. Okay, if the causes, the conditions are really nice, and the result will be nice. If the causes and conditions are very bad, and the result will be bad, you see. So that is called law of karma. And this law of karma is also very difficult to understand, and also very complicated. So we have to talk a little bit, you see. We have to talk a little bit, but not too so much. And the first thing we are going to talk is where all this suffering, okay, our body, which was the like a place where we suffer, okay, or because of this body itself. I told you that body itself is not suffering, but because of having this body, and then we suffer, okay, in the past, at present, and in the next in the future. So therefore. And then, where is this coming from? Actually, where is this coming from? Okay, coming from? Where this body, which is pervasive suffering, where is this coming from? Is there any cause and condition? Okay. And then we have to talk about the origin of the suffering. Okay, origin of the suffering, which is the second noble truth. Origin of the suffering. And the origin of the suffering has two. Okay, one is destructive emotion, and one is due to destructive emotion we earn karma. Okay. Okay, destructive emotion or contaminated emotion, and then we earn contaminated action, and because of this we end up with suffering. The result is suffering, what we already taught. Okay. Now, what are those contaminations? Okay, what are those destructive emotions or contamination? What are those things? And then we talk about the so many different types of destructive emotions. And I think there are some destructive emotions which are very, very easy to understand or recognize, and some are a little bit difficult, and some are very difficult, very, very difficult. Unless we don't remove the gross level of destructive emotion, and to understand or to feel the subtle level of destructive emotion is almost next to impossible. Yeah. Therefore, first we talk about the gross level of destructive emotion, which we can experience, okay, by arising this, and what happens to our mind? What happens to our mind? Does it lead us to a good action, or does it lead to a bad action? So from there you have to try to understand that okay, destructive emotions are mistaken mind. Okay, mistaken mind. Therefore, the mistaken mind cannot lead correct path. Mistaken mind will lead to the mistaken action. If the mind is not mistaken, then it will lead to right direction or right action. If the mind is mistaken, and then it will lead you to wrong action. Okay? Because leader is mistaken. And now we explain like this. Okay? Then what are those destructive emotions? We talk about three poisons. Three poisons. Okay? Anger, one poison, anger, and then desire, and then ignorance. Anger, desire, and ignorance. Okay? These three are called poison. Okay? Poison. Why? Why these are poisons? Because of them. Okay? If we eat poison, we will have pain. In the same way, if we act according to them, and we will have pain, that means we will have suffering. Therefore, many of the spiritual teachers, they say that poison is much better than these three. If we eat poison, it will destroy this life, that's all. But these poisons, okay, these poisons destroy this life, plus next life, and endless. Okay, it will give endless suffering. Therefore, these poisons are much more serious. But then, for us, the poison is more serious than these three poisons, isn't it? So, if we ask to eat this, the poison which gives a pain, oh no, we will not eat, never eat. But then, and then the desire is also poison, and don't do this. It is okay. How can you say that it is poison? And some of the desires are giving some sort of happiness. You see, it is really nice. Desires are very nice. Looks like supportive, and also it gives like a pleasure. See, even if it's a poison, that it gives some sort of pleasure. See, Therefore, the destructive emotions are much more serious or much more dreadful poison than the poison which we say that normally it's conventional sort of thing that we label them as poison. So therefore, now we do like this, okay? Among the poisons, anger, okay? What do you think about this? Maybe I don't need to talk a lot about anger or hatred, anger, hatred, okay? These two come together, okay? They are in they are in the same class. They are very good friends. Hatred and anger, okay? And then desire and greed, attachment, all these are again it's same. Okay. Greed is a little bit stronger, and then among the anger, hatred is a little bit stronger. But otherwise itself is the anger, and the greed is also desire. Yeah? Now. And now we say that these two are rooted to ignorance. I don't know whether we should talk a little bit more about this or just directly go how it makes mistake. And then, did I talk yesterday? No. This hatred and desire, okay, anger and desire, are they cooperating each other or they are opposing each other? Hmm? Hmm?
They are helping each other.
They are helping each other.
They find each other in
Huh?
they find each other in others, perhaps. They if you are angry, you will attract angry people, and then they conspire against the loving kindness and
Goes against loving kindness.
yes.
Now, my question is, okay, desire and anger, are they completely independent from each other or they are related?
Yeah, if they desire something, they don't get it, then they are hungry. Yeah.
Angry. Yeah, if we have strong desire to have something, okay, and then if we don't achieve, or if someone put an obstacle in between, or if someone detach this, and then what we get is we get angry. Therefore, attachment, strong attachment or desire is generating anger. But then, no, we don't do this. We don't split. There's another sort of explanation, phase of explanation that we don't do. So, because of the anger, okay, because of the attachment, strong attachment, if it goes against attachment, and then we get angry. Yeah, that we all understand. You see, understand. Is there any way that anger also can produce attachment? Is there any way? Anger also produce attachment.
Yeah?
Huh?
Yes, very much.
How?
Yeah, because if you are very angry against someone, for example, you are very involved. You are a kind of
Involved in?
you are very involved. Your mind is not free. You are there. You are encapsulated in your
Resistance to change, perhaps.
Attached to the hate.
Resistance to change. What?
Attached to the hate. You're attached to the feeling of hate instead of thinking love. But you're attached to the feeling of hate. You don't. Yeah, you're attached to the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I think of this, it's often men who are not happy with a wife,
Yeah.
and sometimes beat her up, and she wants to divorce,
Mm-hmm.
and he's angry with her,
Mm-hmm.
follow her, telephone call, threats, and all these things. And they keep on. So they get attached to the woman and repeat this. It's like, this is what comes to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give up and continue.
Me.
Is it
The
no,
object, they get attached
yeah,
to
they
the
just
object.
go on telephone calling and talking
and
and try to,
disturb and
like this. Is it because of what?
attachment.
It's because of attachment,
Yeah.
and then it's shouting, hitting. Is it because of attachment?
Anger.
Anger. Okay.
Anger.
So this goes to this goes like in a different phase.
But if they are, I think that if they are angry, they give
Now,
themselves.
if they
more
are angry lady, okay,
Yeah.
and when I'm very angry with this lady, is there any way, is there any chance to be attached? Angry is very repulsive. Okay, repulsive. It is really repulsive. Okay, it takes away, and the attachment is sticky. It is a sticky. Okay. So now this object, if I'm very angry with this object, that means I'm hitting or talking. I want to say something which is also keeping away. Yeah? And if attached, then I will say, oh, I love you, you are so good, and want you to go closer, see?
Yeah, but it's
The nature is like this, okay? But then you have to really experience, okay? I think it was in Israel, they were asking about we practice love. We practice love, okay? Love. And then there's a love which is also like attachment. You see? So then that person asked me that how can we differentiate whether it's a really pure love or it's attachment? How can we prove? This is okay, now we don't talk this. But still, okay, this is also important, you see. So attachment goes, okay? Attachment goes the mind on the object. But anger goes the mind away from the object. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking many times when the anger comes towards something, then it comes, it's kind of attachment to that object anyway, to throw guilt, for example. And then after throwing guilt one time, it seems it's not enough because it stays in the mind. That object of the anger is like inside the brain, and it doesn't go away and comes in your dreams. Kind of attachment anyway. See, at least it seems like some kind
But
of
it is
attachment.
there.
Yeah.
But how can you say that you are attached to that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think behind this anger,
Mm-hmm.
actually I think
Yeah, behind this anger attachment, yes, this we agree. We already agree.
because he actually wants her to love him still.
Mm.
That's the reason why.
When the love is disturbed, and then get angry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So now I'm saying that on one object, simultaneously, okay, is it possible to have attachment plus anger? One object.
Yeah, I think so.
How?
I mean,
Because he repeated.
Who?
The man, he repeated, keep calling or whatever he's doing. I've heard so many of these stories in my previous work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Keep on.
it has nothing to do with love.
No, I,
No.
had, I
About
think
control.
maybe somewhere everybody
Maybe,
wants to
okay,
be
maybe.
happy, I think.
Huh?
Everyone wants to be happy, I believe.
And then
And this is his distorted way to
achieve happiness.
get rid of his, get his energy out of this anger or something, to act it out in a way. It's a wrong way to.
And where's the attachment?
He loves her, I think. Or he
If
feels
he
that
loves her, if he loves her, then why he got angry?
because he's ignorant.
No. This is a little bit
Yeah.
far, yes.
I think it's because of fear. Is
Because of
very-
fear, because he is detaching.
No, fear is connected to anger. Anger.
Yeah, that is why I said detaching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anger is repulsive, and attachment is coming together. Yes.
In this example, I think it's about control. He wants to control her.
Hmm?
He wants to control her in that example, I think.
Because he can't control himself.
And because he can't control, and all at that time it went out of control, and then get angry. Okay, get angry, and by showing the muscle,
Yes.
wanted to control,
Yes.
wanted to control, and wanted to control. Where is coming from?
Lack of control.
No.
Ego.
Attachment. Attachment. It's attachment. Yeah.
I heard someone say that the ultimate problem is that people are afraid to really be seen. That you're afraid to be seen and that people should see you as you really are. And I think a person like that has a problem with that. And perhaps that's the origin of why he acts the way he is.
No, we are talking about attachment, anger, how it is related, okay? And in the deep down, all these both of them are coming from self-attachment. And then we go a little more deeper, you see. So at present we are talking about how attachment and anger are related. Because when we draw these 12 links of cyclic existence, and in the middle, we draw a pig, snake, and rooster. Okay? And the snake is ignorance, and rooster is attachment, and pig is ignorance, and rooster is attachment, and snake is the anger. Okay, in the middle. Okay, there, and then this from the pig's mouth. Okay, and then rooster and snake coming out. Okay, and in some drawings, first pig, and then snake, rooster, and from the rooster, snake. That is explaining that first we have ignorance. Because of ignorance, we develop attachment. Because of attachment, and then we create or generate anger. Yeah.
So he actually is not attached to her, he is attached to himself. That's because you get angry, you don't get what you want.
Yeah, that is also possible, you see, and definitely possible. Yeah, it is possible. Actually, he is not attached to her. He is so attached to himself, and then he wanted something from that, and it doesn't happen. Then they get angry. Okay, whether he has the intention of totally get rid of, or by anger wanted to bring it back. Two or three different questions, you see. Many people use muscle so that, sorry, I will stay with you to make this, to achieve this. They hit, okay? And sometimes they hit. If I hit, then she will run away. Then I will be free from her. Again hit. The hitting is same. Inside, there is some sort of hate that really wanted to get rid of this. If I hit, will go away. One intention is, if I hit, and then they will say, sorry, I will be very nice to you, stay with you. So intention is different, you see. These all are practical questions. There's no sort of fiction. These are all practical questions. Especially I'm dealing with so many of the problems like this problem, and especially in northeast India, and men are quite difficult, you see. And also in Nepal, in the remote villages, there's so much excess of homemade wine. And then they are attached to wine. Okay? And then they forget love towards the wife or children because of the alcohol. Okay? And then they do many bad things, you see. They hit whole family. Hit whole family. And sometimes they just hit, and then just leave them and then go to some other place. Yeah? There are many cases, you see. There are many cases. All these are like this attachment and anger, they are playing a drama in our mind. In our mind. It's a really big drama play. And again, what is lacking there? What is lacking there? All this drama happens. Why it is happening like this? Of course, easily we can say it's lack of compassion also, lack of morality also, lack of what? Wisdom. Lack of wisdom, you see. There's so many other ways, better ways to make them come down or to separate from each other or get together each other. There are many other ways. But then stupidly they use all this method. Okay? Of course, then we can say that, I see, now with the desire and the anger, this ignorance is very active there. Yeah, very active. But why? They're making a lot of mistake. Making mistake means not understanding the reality properly. Totally misunderstanding, okay? And this is the role of ignorance. Yeah. So it is just to explain is, I always say that just to explain is not that so difficult, but just to experience, okay? Experience. Sometimes I ask, okay, complicated issue, no? I love my country. What is this? What is this? No, I don't know. Attachment, I don't know. What is, I love my country. Okay. And then the person who speaks these words, what is going on in his mind? What does he mean? I love my country. What does it mean? You are saying easily attachment. Easily you are saying attachment. Yeah, then why you love your country? Because it is my country. Then what? then what, okay? If it is your country, and because of this, if you love, then because it is my country, you should love. Then it doesn't happen, see? There is something we have to learn that, oh, I see. Now this is related to self-attachment, you see? Self-attachment. Me and my country. Self-attachment, okay? And then self-attachment, if we just say self-attachment, okay, self-attachment, and we got the answer. Again we go. Why this self-attachment is like this? Why self-attachment is like this? Why can't he love other country? Why? Why? And then again comes to the ignorance, you see. Big misunderstanding. Yeah, big misunderstanding, you see. There's no solid reason. There's no solid reason. And therefore, these destructive emotions, which is one part of the origin of suffering, and how they play a role in our life to make our life more difficult, you see. Do you agree? Hmm?
Please, can I ask you about fear? Do you ever talk about fear in Buddhism?
Yes.
Yeah, but not in this sentence. Not,
Mhm.
not here.
Yeah.
Because I think in the example as well, that the fear from this man is that he will be alone. That's a big fear, and then he can't control his way of acting.
Mhm.
So I think fear is very close to anger.
Fear is very close to anger, or fear is feeding the anger.
Yeah.
And but then, what is this fear? First, I think it's very important to get the understanding of fear.
Yeah.
What is this? Okay, fear, insecurity. Okay, these are coming out of lack of confidence, or self-trust. Self-trust, okay? Confidence, self-trust. And this is, of course I can talk now, but this I always talk in the education. Really, this is so important in the field of education. Very important, you see. In the West, okay, in the West, to create self-esteem or self-confidence, okay, self-esteem or self-confidence, they praise the children. You are very good. You are so good. You are excellent. You are brilliant. You are wonderful. To create a self-esteem. And these are in the teacher's training. They teach like this, you see. Therefore, I don't like to be trained myself from under any other teacher. I don't like to be trained myself. I never got any training, you see. Like food training. Workshop I attended. Many workshops I attended. But I don't like to be trained like this, you see. Because this is misleading. If I wanted to give remark to the student, my student, I have to give as truth as possible. If he makes some mistake, okay, just make the remark exactly how much mistake he made. Then it has value. If we create big things, it can create more problem. And if the person, a student achieves something good, then we have to say exactly good, okay. Just doing a little bit good, then say excellent, brilliant, wonderful, and then this doesn't make any sense. Then we start to create the ego. ego, okay, ego. And then ego goes to very high, and they cannot maintain this. Then feel afraid, then see insecurity. You see, I don't know whether, I think we put just one example, okay? And we had a very intelligent young lady who has been really in the class, okay? In the class, there are something like, in the beginning, something like 108 or like this. She's always first, okay? She is always the position, her position always first. And then, okay, till class 10, she was always first in her class. And then we use her as like a respected word. To me, some of you are using Pema La. La is respect. And we add, after her name, we add La. Okay? And she's a student, but because everybody thinks that she is really marvelous. And she will make the school shine, bring a lot of reputation for the school. Everybody, starting from director to the teacher, student, everyone. Oh, almost I'm saying her name. And she really tried. Based on these remarks, she's a very, very good, intelligent, Based on this, she really tried. And then it reached to her maximum capacity. And then she couldn't go beyond this. And when she appeared class 10 examination, and she was, I think, about 10th or something. 10th, okay? And then she felt so bad, and psychologically she was not so well. And she felt so bad. And then before giving exam, and she had this insecurity feeling, fear. Oh no, I might not get, oh, I might fall down. Because the confidence was built on an artificial remark, not based on the truth. Therefore, I say that teacher's role or parents' role to give some remark to your children has to be as accurate as possible. You see, and that makes some value. Okay, it has done. Our remark has carries some value. You see, I might have told last year. I think so. Normally, I tell this as example. My teacher, okay, who was my teacher for 18 years. Of course, in Tibetan language, I always stood first. Okay, almost like I have no problem with the Tibetan language. I really don't have to study. I always the best. Okay, but he never said that you are very good, you are intelligent, you are all. Somebody he writes some poems on me. If you try again, you can be a very good person or very good in Tibetan language. That's all, okay? And if you try and do very good things, if you present him like this, he will say, what? Oh. Oh. Okay? He will never say, oh, you are very good, oh, excellent, brilliant, oh, wonderful. No word of this. Just simply read. Oh. That oh, this oh is so important for us. Oh is so important that if oh says, oh, it's so important, you see. That really means oh, you see. Oh means yes, means good, or maybe more. We don't know. Yeah. But it's so valuable, it's so valuable. Very substantial teacher. Very substantial, very clever, very substantial. Remarks they make is so important for us, you see. If he says bad, we consider really I'm bad, okay? If he says good, I can say that I'm really good. I can 100% trust. On this I can build confidence. Then there will be no fear or insecurity feeling. If we build confidence on artificial remarks out of ego, and then if you started falling down, then we have fear, insecurity feeling. Yeah, all these are lack of confidence based on reality. So I think we leave this here. Yeah. Of course, these are coming from attachment also. Fear mostly comes from attachment. Yeah. Yeah. Especially from the self-attachment, and then through because of the ego, ego. What is ego? Ego. What is ego? Ego is ego. So ego is also desire. Okay, desire, very unhealthy, destructive emotion. And then we define that ego is a desire which is elevated. Okay? Elevated, made it high. I am good. I am the best. Okay? Then it elevated. Understand? Yeah. Way of thinking is elevated. Not on the ground. Okay? If it is grounded, it's very stable. If it is lifted, okay, then elevated. At any time it can fall. You see? Therefore, insecurity, feeling or fear arises. Okay? Then this is finished. Where we are. Yeah?
Is it possible with
Yes.
What kind of meditation?
Huh? What?
What kind of meditation?
Any types of meditation.
Mhm.
Yeah. Meditations are based on what? To remove the destructive emotion and increase the good mind. So if this is there, and then confidence is also there. Yeah. All this insecurity, fear, or all these are coming because of the destructive emotions. More you remove destructive emotion, and then I think the lesser your problem will be in this life. Okay, in this life. Because of this, we can say that if we really remove destructive emotion, then there's a less chances of accumulating karma, which will bring suffering in the next life. Why? Because in this life, more destructive emotion we have, we face more problem. Practically, it is really true, we face more problem. Therefore, if we do more destructive emotion, and we earn more karma, and this will bring difficulty or suffering in the next life also. Yeah. Did I answer? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. And if you don't agree, you have to say, I don't agree. Okay? Just everyone has to say that I don't agree. You have to explain more. Because purpose is just to try to understand. Okay? Try to understand that, get a point. Then you will be able to meditate. Then you will be really able to meditate. And then meditation I defined yesterday. Meditation means to train your mind, to remove all the bad things. And then improve the quality of your mind. And your mind, the quality of your mind become better and better. And when the quality of mind become better and better, automatically the destructive emotion has to go down. And that means you are doing meditation, improving the quality of your mind. Through this, and then compassion is possible, wisdom is possible. You see, if everything is just self-centered, okay, just self-centered, okay, oh, I, and total compassion is no value, no value. Okay? These two are totally against each other. Mm-hmm.
You said that desire is poison.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Can you repeat the desire?
I didn't hear.
You said that desire is a poison. So my question is, are all the desires a poison? Are the desire to love myself a poison?
That is worse poison.
The worst poison.
Yes.
But we here in the West, we are living on this. We are trying to love ourselves because we are very in time with that.
No?
We are all trying to love ourselves because we are really the time with that.
Well, is there any training?
We don't need it.
Oh yeah, we don't need it. We already love ourselves, yes.
I think that we sit here also, all of us sitting here, it's a way to love ourselves, actually.
Make you more compassionate with yourself.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. According to my teaching, no. If you have some other things, I don't know.
What about having more compassion for yourself?
No, this is not possible.
No?
No.
Understand yourself.
Understand yourself is okay.
But-
But if you say, I have a compassion towards myself, that is not possible. Yeah, not possible. Only this can, if you say, another term, say, I'm renounced. Yeah, I'm renounced. Yeah. I told you that if I wanted to be free from suffering, I really try. I really wanted to be free from suffering. And this mind will lead you to don't do many bad things, do good things. Okay? Then only you will be achieved happiness. Okay? And that is renunciation. If you transfer this to other person, then you become compassion.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So this is,
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, we've read in many books, I don't know, that if you to be able to love someone else, you have to love yourself. What about this?
That is not possible, I said. I repeat it, okay? This is not possible.
You repeat.
Now I will say another way around.
Because
Yeah, I will say another way around, okay? If you really want to love yourself, you have to love others. The best way and wisest way to love yourself is to love others. If you love yourself, that we have been already doing, you see. We don't have to practice. We are already doing, you see. We love ourselves. If we have money to use for myself, no. If I have to use for others, oh, my money is going, oh, okay.
yes, true.
Yeah. So we take good care of ourselves, but that is not the healthy way. Yeah, according to Buddhism, we say, this is a nice way of saying, first you have to take care of yourself, and then you will be able to take care of others. Then this will never happen. Never happen to take care of others. Never, it will never happen. You have to start to take care of others. Automatically you are taken care of by yourself also. Now, that is just try to understand, you see. Try to understand. If I try to love others more, I will have more friends. At present, okay, realistically speaking, at present we are handling quite a lot of projects. You see? Because I try to love others. Because of this, we are able to handle this project. If I just say myself, I think no one will support me. And all this corruption will come on me, okay? Because I love myself, so if I get money, because I love myself. First I have to be rich, then I can make others rich. Yeah, see? Yeah. Therefore, don't believe, okay? Don't agree with that philosophy. Please try to agree with me. Yeah.
But I think, coming back to what I mentioned before when I was meditating on loving kindness, I think what you're saying is I understand, because I started to train to be more compassionate with other people. And I mean, all the time. I trained it all the time. And I learned yesterday about meditation. For me, I understand it better now, because at all times I try to think about it. But then, as you say, based on that, I started to get more and more happy. I mean, the feeling is improving, and I know there's some direction. I don't know exactly the terms, but doing it,
yeah, that you said, yes.
And it's coming back. So I understand these forces you mentioned before. So maybe it is true that it's not about me; it's about loving someone else, and then this gives love back.
And in reality,
of course,
in reality, if I need something, I have to go to others. If I need education, I have to go to others. If I need a business, again I have to go to others. If I become sick, again I have to go to others. You see, there's no way we can exist without others. And others are so important. If others are so important, if we are nice to others, others will be nice to me. If I just nice to myself, I'm nice to one person. If I'm nice to other person, many people will be nice to me. In this way, gain. It's a gain.